Oh, that's hot. Cut it a little too close, making my tea right before hitting that live button. Oh, come on, cool down. Hello, everybody. Uh, Happy Tuesday. So sorry about Friday. I just was cruising along and working on, I was working on stuff for Small Business Saturday, and then I got that message from Kim, and she said, no live today or just live today. And it was only like 11:20, but given my state, which was basically like the smallest step above rolled out of bed, because I was at home. Um, I knew it wasn't going to happen by noon. So then I was able to get that other video posted, the little technique video that I shared instead. And then it was so funny because Kim just had her time zones wrong. So she did think it was past noon and was wondering where I was. And I just thought she was giving me a nice little reminder. So, anyways, sorry about that. And I'm sorry to have missed you all, but that's all right because I was doing really good things getting the fun stuff we're going to do on Saturday set up. So, hi, Julia. Hi, Jan. Hi, Heidi. Marilyn, hello. Happy Thanksgiving to you, too. Hi, Mary. So happy to see everybody. Yeah, Thanksgiving. Wow, it's going to be such a strange one this year, right? All these little small satellites of individual families celebrating in their own households. Or just individuals celebrating in their own households. Crazy. I'm gonna do a lot of knitting, I think. I was telling Jason it's just so strange. We only hosted Thanksgiving once in our entire married adult life. Well, that's not true. When we were graduate students, we did our own Thanksgiving because we didn't fly home. But since living, back in the area, we have always gone to one or the other of our parents' house. And the one year that we did host Thanksgiving was a couple of years ago. It was in our new house. And so, of course, we wanted it to be really great. And there was a lot of mad, cleaning. And I was saying, it's going to be so weird to actually like do Thanksgiving, but you don't have the pressure to make your house spotless for all your guests. Like I don't have to take it all down to the studs, basically cleaning everything. So kind of makes it nice, right? It's really no pressure. And we'll make all the foods we like, and that's it. So, yeah, it'll be fun. Lots of knitting. We plan to watch a lot of Christmas movies and play a lot of games. So I'm looking forward to it. I like it. I think it'll be good. Thank you, Patty. Thank you for the compliment. I love my boathouse so much. I know I say this a lot about some things. I don't ever knit things twice, but there are a few sweaters I would knit twice. One of them was that Old Town that I wore a couple of weeks ago. It was like a bright gold yellow. And then this boathouse is one of them as well. This was done in Felted Tweed by Rowan. And this brought Rowan's Felted Tweed back to the store for us for this sweater. This was the January knit along from Olive Knits this past, God, yes, it feels like 6 years ago, but that would have been just a few months ago in January. Um, Here, I put a link to our felted tweed. We have a lot of colors in stock right now. So if you didn't make a boathouse the first time around, or like me, if you're thinking about making another one, I made a very cool boathouse. I know that my base color here looks light gray, but it is actually a very, very light icy blue, and the little flecks in it lean blue. I can't remember if I can see if I can come up with what color it was. It might have been scree. 165. Yeah, it might be scree. Anyway, so I would like to make one in a warmer palette. This was so outside of I was gonna say boathouse, my wheelhouse. To do all of these colors, these blues and purples and stuff, and it was fun. It was really fun to do that, and I love it. I absolutely love it. But I would really like to make a warm hued one, and some of my other compadres here in the or comadres here in the shop, like staff, employees, teachers, friends, made warm versions, and I really love those too. So I was just busy getting all the felted tweed spiffed up on the website. I had realized for some reason that we had forgotten to put photos up of some of the colors that we brought in. And so those are all there now if you're interested in trying out a little bit of felted tweed for Boathouse. This yarn, I talked about it back when I first finished it, but I just have to say, okay, first of all, it makes a very light fabric. Even though it is cohesive, it's not holey or airy. It's just a very lightweight fabric because the yarn itself is kind of airy. And then also, it didn't change at all when it got wet because I think because it's so light, it doesn't get a lot of that like wet droopy factor. So when I laid it down on the blocking board, it was the exact same measurements it was before it blocked, which is fine because that was my correct measurements. And I just barely had to like smooth a few places that had been kind of wrinkled up, and that was it. Just absolutely totally impressed with how this yarn. This was my first felted tweed anything, I think. That's crazy. It's such a classic yarn. Anyway, I just saw Mary. Mary says, I see Kartybells in the background. You're right, Mary. I'm going to talk about that. So anyway, that's the scoop on Boathouse. And I was so cold. I had planned to put this on. It lives here at the shop right now because it's on display by the yarn. But I had planned to wear it for the video, and when I got in, I just couldn't get warm, and so I was like, "There's no point not wearing it all day as long as I'm sitting here in my chilly office." So, yeah. Do you guys want to see? Many of you probably have already on my Instagram, Facebook post, but do you want to see what I finished yesterday? I finished my passed out pillow for my house. I love it so much. So let me see. I've got that link ready to drop into the comments here too for y'all. Just in case you're interested. So this is a pillow that I designed for one of our happy hour project clubs, the passed out pillow, and we all can thank Sue Muth for the inspiration for that name. And the picture, the picture's me passed out, right? Um, and it's done in Barocco Vintage Chunky, plain on the back, and then on the front, I used a discontinued yarn when I first designed it, but Barocco Estiva, which is a cotton tape yarn, works beautifully. So this is Estiva that I used here in gray. And so I have gold accents in my house and a lot of gray. And so I had set this yarn aside like almost 2 years ago to do for the house because I bought these really cheap cushions or throw pillows, I should say, really quickly once we were having company when our house was new, and I wanted to try to make it look more finished, and I hate them. And so I had this grand plan that I would recover them, and so that's what this is. So my pillow, my pattern is for a 14-inch pillow insert, and these pillows are 17, but it was really easy to just do a quick little math calculation and change my cast on, etc. For the 17. It did take a little more yarn than it calls for. So the regular pillow calls for 3 skeins of Barocco, or 2 skeins of Barocco Vintage Chunky, and I needed a tiny bit of a third. I needed like probably 10% of a third skein, which kind of sucks, but that's okay because I am so happy with the finished outcome. And my ugly, cheap throw pillow is no more. So, and the other thing I'm really happy about is the satisfaction that comes from taking something that has been sitting in my knitting area, like all ready to go, like the yarn and the pattern all ready for 2 years, staring at me and taunting me and, calling me names like lack of follow through or whatever. Anyways, so I'm so happy that it's done. And it's a pretty quick little project. I started that the day after the election and I just finished it up yesterday. So I didn't work on it for a little while in between, but yeah. So I finished some other stuff. I finished these socks. These are for Campbell, and she's outside. So these are for Christmas, and these were my afterthought heel socks in the Dream in Color Smooshy Socket Club yarn that I had kind of showed you guys at one point when I was underway with them. So there we have my afterthought heel, worked out just great, and I love this color. This color was inspired by Beta Fish. So it's kind of like, I don't know how well it's coming through, but it's a really deep, dark teal turquoise with some red and that blue and white up around. They're still a little bit damp, but yay, pair of socks done. I'm still so behind, you guys. I'm only 56% or 58% through my challenge. If I could finish up everything on the needles that I started this year, so totally not including old whips, but just that I started this year, I would make my challenge. But that's going to be a lot of knitting to do in the next 36 days. I don't know. Hello, Jen. My sister just jumped in. Okay, so now I have to tell you two more things that Jill finished as shop samples. So these are super great. This is the Novemberist hat, and this is done in Rowan's cashmere tweed. Isn't that cute? And this has a matching mittens pattern. So for the hat, we used one skein each of the cashmere tweed. So you would need more yarn for the mittens, but it works out great with one skein. And it's this cute little, it's got a turned brim. Here, take it off to show you. Little turned brim in this contrast color. Absolutely cozy and warm and delicious. That was Novemberist. And then this is the Hungry Horse hat, and um, this is in DK yarn, and we did ours in Farmer's Daughter Juicy DK. Hungry Horse. So you do like something kind of speckled or variegated in here and a solid here, and it looks really great. Super comfy. Another one, another warm one. So a couple great new hat samples here at the shop. I love new hat samples. Are you guys surprised given the name of my shop? Oh, Martha, you started the Afterthought Heels, frogged, and then went back to your tried and true sock pattern. I don't blame you at all. I probably won't be like a convert to the Afterthought heel. I will just, I've enjoyed doing it with the heels and toes sets that we got from Dream in Color, but just in terms of like a regular old sock, I'm going to be sticking to my my own pattern, the lightweight socks on two circulars, because A, it's memorized and I can just bust it out. But I do like the fit of the heel better on that one than this, like personally for me, for the shape of my feet. So Steph, both of those patterns are on Ravelry, Hungry Horse and Novemberist. Um, so yeah, Martha, I don't think that you should feel bad about going back to your tried and true sock pattern. I think it's fun to try, and I've got some other pairs on in the works in that same sock club yarn where we got the heels and the toes. Thanks for popping the links in, Julia. Um, oh, by the way, let me back up to the pillow real quick. If you're interested in making this, um, and you want to let us know by sending an email or whatever, we can hook you up with the Estiva yarn. We don't have it currently in the shop, but we could get it drop shipped to you from Barocco. So you could look at Barocco's website to see the colors of Estiva, match that up with some vintage chunky, and then just let us know what you'd like, and we would just have that sent straight to you. And you could make your own passed out pillow, like for after you eat turkey, right? Everyone needs a nap after turkey. This would be the perfect thing to just rest your head on. Okay, you're not likely to have it knit and finished by Thursday. Back that up. How about after your Christmas holiday meal, or your December holiday meal? How about that? That's a little more realistic. Okay, Mary, I know that you've been waiting for this moment. So we got a load of some really cute Cardi Mailbags. So she got in some super cute new prints that are really fun. And so we have a few different styles in these prints. I'll show you first the zipper pouches. So one of these prints is what I call Knitting Takes Balls, pink or cream. So it's got this cute little like yarn and skull pattern and like this kind of tattoo kind of thing. It says Knitting Takes Balls. I love it. And then there's that same print in a gray background with like teal and kind of coral. So fun. So fun. And then she's also got this cute kind of tattoo-like pattern that's called Knit to Live, Live to Knit. Isn't that cute with the background and everything? And then the fourth one is this sheep sweaters, scarves, mittens. It's like sheep to shawl right here. Light blue with all these cute little sheep and our knitwear. So we got those in the zipper pouches, and then the grab it bags. Those ones with the they're like a kind of a stocky bag with a handle. And let's see. There's the Live to Knit in the grab it bag. And here's the Knitting Takes Balls in the grab it bag, which is so fun. It's got this hot pink coordinating fabric and a dark interior. And remember, there's pockets all on the inside. I don't know if you can see the pockets with the lighting. And we got some caddies. So here is the Live to Knit in the caddy. The Knitting Takes Balls, the pink in the caddy, and Knitting Takes Balls, gray, black. Are they fun? Ooh, this kind of matches me. Hmm. Uh, those are all on the website. Hold on. I just knocked my glasses down and I don't want to run over them with my chair. So, okay. Yeah, those are all on the website and they're so cute. They're so cute. Um, you know, treat yourself. Let's see. I have other stuff I want to show you. I feel like I'm just rambling on and on like this marathon. Um, I don't know, vomiting of stuff, but I guess this is what happens when I skip a live, right? Okay, so we just got in half of our order of Deluxe Tweed worsted from Universal Yarns, and this is a great, beautiful superwash wool tweed. So 218 yards, worsted weight. We got about half of the order that we made. They had a lot on back order, so we're hoping we'll get the rest, the best. No judgment on what's best. We'll get the rest soon, so that's on our website. We recently got restocked on a few colors of Lucky Tweed. So we've got the classic cream and a few other colors that we just got restocked on. And then right now, Kelborn is out of everything in the Lucky Tweed department. And we have a big order with them for all of the colors we're out of. As soon as they get it into their warehouse, we're hoping they'll just turn it right on around to us. So at some point, in the next few weeks, we should get totally restocked on Lucky Tweed as well, for those of you looking for that worsted tweed. Mary, are they large Kartybells? I don't know what you are thinking of large. The grab it bag is pretty big. I mean, here's my here's my head for comparison. But and it's pretty cavernous. I can carry a sweater around in here as long as it's not like a gigantic sweater. Like I could carry a sweater project this size around in here. And shawls, like 3 skein shawls, carry those around. I have this at home and I'm trying to think of what I typically would put in it. If that helps you with the size thing. And then of course, these guys, they're short, but they hold 3 to 4 100-gram wound skeins inside. So they're great for toting the yarn around that you've got attached to your project. So, um, large tote as a opposed to mid-size. Oh gosh. Can we call this one border between mid-size and large? Um, this is close to large, but she's made bigger. Like we have a couple of the wrister bags that are bigger. There's a solid turquoise or solid green, I can't remember. So I'm gonna hedge there and just say it's between mid-size and large. You like how I don't want to pin myself down to anything. So hi Jen. See you popped in there. Um see what else I've missed here. Yeah, Julia says you could knit that pillow after your some leftover turkey sandwiches because it's pretty quick. It's absolutely true. Absolutely true. Okay, I'm just going to remind y'all about Small Business Saturday, which is coming up after Thanksgiving. And being that things are as they are, we're not exactly encouraging hordes of people to come to the store. So all of our special stuff that we're doing on Small Business Saturday is going to be available in the store and online. And in fact, the email that you need to get the link to see it all will go out in the morning, even before the store opens. And so your best bet on grabbing something would be online because that'll be available, basically from early morning on, and the store doesn't open till 11 a.m. Pacific. Um, so watch your inbox. I've had a ton of fun putting some stuff together. I can't give it away. I don't want to say too much. You'll just have to wait and see. That's all. You'll just have to wait and see. And then, of course, don't forget, just two days after that, 7/28. 3 days after that is the beginning of the 12 Days of Knitmas. So you do not want to miss that because I've also had a great time putting together 12 days of special things. And those go out via email every morning during those 12 days. Not on the weekends, though, just weekdays. So that runs from December 1st to the 16th because of the weekends being taking a break on the weekends. So yeah, lots of fun going on. Lots of fun. And oh, okay, last thing I promise. If you've seen the teasers on my Instagram, we're getting ready to launch the 2021 Good Vibes Yarn Tour. So make sure you stay tuned if you were not already on the tour, because those people on the tour this year got first dibs at registration, and then it'll open up for everybody else on November 29th. And we're scheming about how to make it even better this year. So you don't want to miss out. We are not out of the woods yet. We are still not probably going to be traveling in the in the near future. So what better way to take a little tour around the US than via our virtual tour, the Good Vibes Yarn Tour. So that's going to go on sale on November 29th, and that will be in the winter months of January, February, and March. A little something to look forward to. So that's all I got for now. I am not going to be joining you on Friday. I'm going to be, so here at Not Another Hat, we have this hashtag opt knitting. And what that means basically is we choose to spend Friday with our family, loved ones, at this time a little bit virtually and just in our own households, but we're going to choose to do knitting on Friday rather than the insane, crazy, Black Friday thing. We have never in our 15 years been open for Black Friday, and we're not going to change. So I hope that you guys also enjoy the holidays with your friends and loved ones via Zoom or maybe Google Meets, because I'm betting Zoom's going to be really slammed on Thursday. But whatever way you can, or FaceTime or whatever, or a phone call. Um, I'll be thinking about all of you, and I will see you guys in 1 week back here, same time. Bye bye.